In 1298, a 44-year-old merchant sat in a dark dungeon. No weapons, no gold, no freedom, just a cellmate, a writer named Rustichello, and a story so unbelievable, it almost didn't get told. That merchant was Marco Polo, and what he began dictating in that prison cell would go on to change how the Western world understood the East forever. Because Marco wasn't just claiming he'd traveled far, he was claiming he had spent nearly 20 years in China as a personal aide to the most powerful ruler on earth, Kublai Khan. By the time Marco arrived at the Khan's court at just 21 years old, he had already crossed deserts, climbed mountains, and survived roads that most men never dared to walk. But what happened next was even more extraordinary. I assure you for a fact, before long, Marco had mastered 4 languages in their writings, and Kublai Khan noticed. He didn't see a foreign traveler. He saw a tool, a sharp one. So he sent Marco as his personal emissary, deep into territories that took 6 months just to reach. China, Tibet, Burma, India, Java. For 17 years, Marco Polo was the Khan's eyes and ears across an empire so vast it made Europe look like a small village. But here's where the story gets complicated. When Marco returned to Italy and his accounts were finally written down, scholars began to ask uncomfortable questions. He described a major battle between the Mongols and the Song dynasty, claiming his father, his uncle, and he himself played a critical role. One problem: that battle happened 3 years before Marco Polo even arrived in China. Critics pounced. Skeptics questioned everything. Did he actually go? Or did he just hear stories along the Silk Road and stitch them together? The debate has never fully died. And yet, despite the contradictions, despite the errors, despite the impossible-sounding claims, the historians who have studied his work most closely keep coming back to the same conclusion. Too much of it is accurate to be invented. The geography, the customs, the politics, the trade routes. Details that no European could have fabricated in 1298. So the lingering controversy doesn't erase the man. It only deepens the mystery. Marco Polo may have gotten some dates wrong, but the world he described, it was real. A merchant, a prisoner, a storyteller, and perhaps, just perhaps, the greatest traveler the medieval world ever produced. If you've never heard the full story of Marco Polo, the dangers, the betrayals, and the secrets he carried to his grave, that video is coming soon. Subscribe to Untold Biography so you don't miss it, because history's most extraordinary lives deserve more than a footnote.